Hi everyone, this is Emily Leiphart for Trinity Stamps, and in today's video I'm sharing a card using the Tree-mendous Christmas stamp and die set with the Slimline Snowfall layering stencil from the new Warm and Cozy holiday release. When I first saw this Tree-mendous Christmas stamp set, I knew I had to have it just because there was a cute little beaver right in the middle of the animal tree. Also included are small ornaments and items you'd find in the woods. There are several fabulous sentiments that you can combine or use on their own. And of course there are the coordinating dies, and I love that there are dies for the sentiments too. Here's a look at the Slimline Snowfall layering stencils. There are two 6x9 stencils and they are marked A and B. You can of course use them in any order. You can see how they layer over top of one another to create depth in a scene. One of the other products I'm using is the Slimline Foundations 3-piece stencil set. These create borders of 3 widths around your 8.5 by 3.5 slimline cards. They come with both the positive and negative pieces, and I'll be using both on my card. I start by stamping the image twice on watercolor cardstock with First Fine Onyx Black Pigment ink. Then I heat emboss it with clear embossing powder so I can color with my mini distress inks. I smoosh the ink pads on a silicone mat and dip a wet brush directly into the ink. It took me about 30 minutes in real time to color this image. I'm going to put on some music and speed through that process. I've secured an 8.5 by 3.5 watercolor panel to my silicone mat with rolled up washi tape. Then I lay down the Slimline Foundation stencil with the largest opening and the smallest border. Over top of that, I lay down the first of the Slimline Snowfall stencils. I use peacock feathers and mermaid lagoon with stencil A, then evergreen bough and pine needles with stencil B. I use more ink at the top and fade it out towards the bottom. I wipe down both stencils in between colors. After the Snowfall stencils are done, I use the same 4 ink colors to lightly ink blend around the edges of the Slimline Foundation stencil. This leaves the border on the edge of the panel and also creates a glow on the inside of the panel to highlight the image. Next, I've used the Cloud die from the Slimline card series Scene Border die set to trim snow piles from silver and white glitter cardstock. These will anchor the image and the sentiments. I started creating a darker border by holding down the inside piece of the Slimline Foundation stencil, but thankfully I realized that I could use my Pixie Spray. I sprayed that on the back of the stencil, waited about a minute, and it was perfectly tacky like a post-it note. Then I was able to ink blend with black soot ink hands-free. After I was done, it peeled off easy as pie and didn't damage my stencil at all. Next, I stamp, heat emboss, and die cut the 2 sentiments which read, "We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year." Then I use score tape to attach the 2 glitter cardstock pieces and pop on the image with foam tape. I attach the sentiments with glue dots and add a few embellishments to finish the card. The embellishments tie in with the glitter cardstock and bring balance to both halves of the card. Here's a closer look at the finished card. I just love this adorable image and can't wait to color in different ways. The Snowfall stencil is so much fun, and I can imagine it in white on darker backgrounds as well as brighter colors. I love the way the stencil border actually makes the Snowfall stencil look like a separate panel. This helps eliminate bulk from your cards. You can find all of these products in the Trinity Stamps web store at trinitystamps.com. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you'll be notified of new videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.